Hi guys, Felicia here. Okay, so I want to talk about thyroid and how I healed my thyroid. Now, I'm not going to take up tons of your time. I just want to name the top 3-4 things that I did to heal my thyroid. But if you're not sure if you have a thyroid issue, go check with your doctor. Make sure you get all of the blood tests that you need to check your thyroid and to see, if it's optimal or if it could be better. But if you are experiencing fatigue, you gain weight and you don't know why, muscle pain, joint pain, dry skin, hair falling out, literally super tired after sleeping for 8 to 9 hours and you feel like you could take a nap, cold, dry skin and brittle nails, all of these things could indicate having a thyroid issue, but you don't know unless you get your blood work, so make sure you do that before anything else. So I had a thyroid issue. I had a thyroid issue for about 7 years. Took thyroid medication, was on Synthroid, and then in turn I took Nature-Throid because I did not like Synthroid and the way that it made me feel. And I did a couple of things that are unconventional and, well, some unconventional, some conventional, to heal my thyroid. So I'm going to talk about the 2 conventional things that I did first, that I'm sure a lot of you have heard out there, but in order to heal my thyroid and to get my body to start creating its own. Now, I did not have Hashimoto's, just to make that clear. I had a thyroid issue because I was an extreme competitor, figure competitor for many years, and an extreme diet or extreme exercise, person, and I literally ruined my hormones, which in turn ruined my thyroid. And so I did not have Hashimoto's. So some of the things, so number 1, what I did, and the first thing that I did, and after all my research and after working with a naturopath, I went completely gluten-free and dairy-free. I actually went gluten-free, dairy-free for a full year. And I can say now I eat gluten, have some gluten in my diet, here and there. I'm not opposed to dairy every once in a while. I can't say I eat dairy every day, but every once in a while I still can add it in and I'm fine because my thyroid's back to normal. But in order to heal, I had to completely eliminate those things. What dairy and gluten does is just causes extreme inflammation in the body and actually produces antibodies towards your thyroid. So in turn, it's not going to create an optimal place for your body to have a good thyroid. So just keeping the gluten away, dairy away, it's going to really help to increase your natural thyroid production and on the road to healing. Number 2, I started adding, thyroid stimulating foods like I had Brazil nuts. So I literally ate 2 Brazil nuts every single day. The one thing that Brazil nuts has is selenium, and when you have a very low underactive thyroid, that's one of the things that you're lacking is selenium. So trying to add selenium in, whether it's through supplement, through food, I added it through food because I'm a firm believer that food can be healing or detrimental to your health. So I made sure to add it with my food. I added maca. I don't know if any of you know what maca root is, but I added maca and I did it in the powder form. And what this does is it helps to balance out your pituitary and hypothalamus, which in turn, balances out your thyroid stimulating hormones. So maca is awesome for hormone imbalancing, and that's what I had. So a lot of times when you don't know what the root cause of what is causing your underactive thyroid, 9 times out of 10, it goes back to hormones. Estrogen, testosterone, progesterone, and mine were all screwed up, so that is why, I had all of the issues. And I stayed away from soy. So soy definitely can create a lot of problems with people who have thyroid issues. So, I just try to stay away from that. So yeah, Brazil nuts, maca root, and went completely gluten-free, dairy-free. Number 3, and this is pretty unconventional, and it's one of the things after really doing tons of research about my thyroid, after, being in a, abusive situation, toxic situation in my relationship, I went through a lot of stress. And I don't know if any of you out there have ever experienced stress so severely that it actually affected you physically. And that is what happened to me. So the 3rd thing that I did to help heal my thyroid is I did energy healing and Reiki and acupuncture as well. So with the energy healing, what the Reiki master did was go through my body and especially my throat chakra and try to remove blocks and the things that were holding me back, because for many years I felt like I didn't have a voice and I couldn't speak up, couldn't speak my mind, which again suppressed my thyroid. So I'm a firm believer in that. Whether you believe it or not, I feel like it had a huge effect on me. And so I worked really hard on, you know, just healing myself from the inside out, and one of that was energy healing and removing those blocks from my life. Which in turn, again, allowed me to let go, allowed me to forgive, and allowed my body to shed the weight, you know, and you know, it's very symbolic when you think about it, because when you think about, you know, letting go and really just truly just forgiving, it releases so much tension and so much buildup in our bodies. Maybe not right away, but over time, you just start to notice this lighter feeling within, and that is what I experienced. So again, really quick, I just wanted to jump on here and talk about the 3 things that really helped heal my thyroid. If you can incorporate them in your life, you know, or really sit down and think about, you know, the time when your thyroid started failing, and meet with a functional practitioner or naturopath and really get to the root of where that came from. And hopefully you can be on your road to healing as well. Thanks guys, and have a great weekend.